So we're nearly at the end of the 2020 season, and we still don't have a confirmed source on what Kyle Larson will be doing for the 2021 season. But it's been heavily implied through hearsay and excellent research from NASCAR Fan Police on Twitter that he'll be with Hendrick Motorsports next year. So with this info, I'm going to go off of this and try to predict how Kyle Larson will perform next year. Now, looking back at Larson's career, there is a very real showing of talent while he ran at Ganassi. People like to say that Larson was a disappointment at Ganassi, but when you look back at how he performed compared to other Ganassi drivers, he actually excelled and was the only driver other than Juan Pablo Montoya to make the chase or playoffs. While Montoya ran well, he was nowhere near as good in stock cars as Larson would prove to be. Larson so far has 5 wins, and he's made the playoffs 4 straight seasons from 2016 to 2019, a streak that ended this year for non-racing incident deals. In that span, though, from 2016 to 2019, he never finished lower than 9th in points, showing that he had the consistency to run up front. This was about as well as I think he could have done. When comparing over the last couple of years as well, Larson has outran handily all but one of the Hendrick Motorsports drivers. That man is Chase Elliott, a driver who has regularly been a borderline championship contender. And this is an important fact to look at. For years, we've thought that Ganassi may have exceeded Hendrick as the top Chevy team in NASCAR. But after seeing how every other driver that has driven for Ganassi in the Cup Series since 2014, aside from Kurt Busch and Kyle Larson, maybe the debate can be led that the two are closer than most think. Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson, that is. Chase definitely leads the two, but it might not be as far of a gap as many are saying. So let's say that Larson signs with Hendrick. I'm thinking that he will be close to his Ganassi levels of performance. While obviously not equating perfectly, Larson has still been racing. He's been racing in dirt though. I know that they're different mediums, but dirt racing is exceptionally tough and should be respected. So his racing reflexes will be as good as ever still. Now, Larson wasn't as good with the 550 horsepower package, but luckily for Kyle, this package will actually be in the minority of races used. The 750 package is going to be used in the majority of them, and that's the package that Larson has done better on. I think that heading into 2021, Larson's going to start off slow. Even though he's been racing through his hiatus, he has not been stock car racing since 2020. So he's gonna need to get a little bit of time to get back into the rhythm of things. But this won't last all season for sure, not by a long shot. And I think there's one very specific race that he will show the world that he's back, and he will not be playing around. It'll be a track that Larson has run quite well at in the past, but this time having a bit of a different coating. It's Bristol, baby! And not just Bristol, it's dirt Bristol. While the rest of the field on pavement has an advantage of racing all through 2020, the script will be flipped here, as Larson has the advantage dirt racing in this time. Now, I'm not going to go ahead right now and just give him the trophy and say, here's your ticket to the playoffs. But I will say that even if he was in a mid-level team, I would still pick him to win. And with the win and get in format of the playoffs in NASCAR, that might be just enough to solidify his comeback. If he's at HMS, then I wouldn't be surprised if he also ran strong at the super speedways and road courses. The current 4-driver lineup has run considerably strong at these types of tracks, and since there are more road courses in 2021, that's only going to help his case. The greatest factors will be where he slots in at Hendrick, as well as how Chevrolet overall runs. Now, Hendrick's also going to start behind the 8-ball in 2021, as in 2020, they went over the time allotted for wind tunnel time, so they're not going to get as much next year. For the Hendrick drivers, though, Chase Elliott is still going to be clearly the top dog. Larson will be battling with Alex Bowman on whether or not he'll be second fiddle or third best. And no disrespect meant to William Byron and all this, his resume just doesn't stack up with the other two at this time. So with these factors listed, I'll reiterate the question of this video. How will Kyle Larson run in 2021? Well, I definitely think he's gonna get at least one victory, whether it's at the Bristol Dirt Race or Michigan or wherever. It's gonna happen, and it's gonna solidify his return in NASCAR to the fan base. I also think that no matter when he gets this victory, he's gonna make it to the 16-man playoff. But he's gonna get eliminated in the round of 12 and probably finish somewhere between 8th and 11th in points. For a return like this, just getting to the playoffs is a goal that's gonna be reached. And I think that should be the main goal this year. Just make the playoffs and show you're still competitive. Now, watch, he'll sign with like Spire or somebody, and this is all going to be moot. All this reckless speculation for nothing. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's going to be with Hendrick. So, as I say that, I want you to let me know down in the comments below. How do you think he's going to be doing in 2021? And while you're at it, leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel for more great NASCAR content. And until next time, have a good one.